possible. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to look around and understand something. Everything you see, everything you can touch, every idea that's come to life started with someone believing in the impossible. The car you drove in today, impossible. The phone you've got in your pocket, impossible. The lives you live, the dreams you have, the goals you chase, they all started as someone's impossible. But here's the truth, impossible is only a word. It's a limitation we impose on ourselves, a ceiling we build over our heads when fear, doubt, or insecurity gets the best of us. But ceilings, they aren't the end of the story. They're just challenges waiting to be broken through. And that's what I want to talk about today, the idea that the impossible is possible, not just possible, but within your reach. But it's going to take something from you. It's going to take sacrifice, discipline, and a mindset that refuses to quit. Believe in the unseen. Now, when people tell you something is impossible, they're not talking about what's real, they're talking about what they can't see. They're talking about their own limitations, their own fear, their own doubt. But what they fail to understand is that greatness, true greatness, isn't about seeing what's already there. It's about believing in what isn't there yet. It's about seeing in your mind what exists in front of you, and having the faith to keep moving forward, step by step, until you bring it into existence. Now, I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not here to tell you that the path to your dreams is going to be lined with flowers and smooth pavement. No, you're going to face obstacles. You're going to encounter moments where the weight feels too heavy, the climb too steep, and the goal too far out of reach. But in those moments, when you feel like giving up, when the world is telling you to quit, that's when you have to dig deep. That's when you have to remind yourself that impossible is just a word, and that word doesn't define you. Action turns dreams into reality. You see, it's not enough to just believe that impossible is possible. That's the first step, but it's just that a step. Belief has to be backed by action. You've got to move, you've got to grind, you've got to be relentless in your pursuit of what you know deep down is possible. Let me tell you something, if you're not willing to work, to sacrifice, then that dream of yours, that goal you hold on to, will remain just that, a dream. But if you're willing to get up every single day and put in the work, to keep pushing when others stop, to keep grinding when it seems pointless, that's when you turn the impossible into the possible. That's when you shift from dreaming to doing. People will tell you it can't be done because it hasn't been done before. They'll say, who do you think you are? Or that's never going to happen. But you've got to drown out those voices. The only voice you should be listening to is your own, your inner voice that knows what you're capable of, even when the world doesn't. Your inner voice that refuses to be silenced by doubt or fear, failing forward. Now let's talk about failure, because that's part of the process too. You're going to fail. I can promise you that. If you're not failing, you're not trying hard enough. But failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of the journey. It's the stepping stone, the teacher, the refiner that makes you stronger, smarter, and more prepared for when your moment comes. You see, failure isn't what defines you. What defines you is how you respond to it. Are you going to let it stop you? Or are you going to use it as fuel to keep moving? Because when you fail, and you will fail, you've got two choices. You can stay down, or you can get back up. You can tell yourself it's too hard, or you can tell yourself you're stronger than any challenge in your path. Every single time you get knocked down and get back up, you're proving to yourself and to the world that impossible isn't a wall you can't climb, it's a hurdle you can leap over. And every time you rise after a fall, you're one step closer to making the impossible possible. The power of consistency. Let me tell you something else. It's not the big, dramatic moments that make the impossible possible. It's the small, consistent actions you take every day. It's waking up early when you don't want to. It's staying late when everyone else has gone home. It's saying no to distractions and yes to your dream, over and over again, even when it's hard. Consistency is the secret sauce. It's the difference between people who live in the realm of the possible and those who break into the realm of the impossible. You don't need to do everything at once, but you do need to do something every day. You do need to keep moving forward, no matter how small the step may seem. Because small steps, taken consistently, lead to big breakthroughs. And before you know it, what once seemed impossible is now your reality. Surround yourself with the right people. But here's another thing, you can't do it alone. No one gets to the top by themselves. Along this journey, you're going to need people who believe in you, people who lift you up when you're down, and people who remind you of your potential when you start to doubt yourself. Surround yourself with those who see your vision, who support your goals, and who push you to be the best version of yourself. And sometimes you've got to distance yourself from those who bring you down, from those who can't see the vision and only speak negativity into your life. Protect your energy. Protect your dreams. Conclusion. So as you walk out of here today, I want you to remember something. Impossible is nothing more than a challenge waiting for you to accept it. It's a dare, it's a test. It's a mountain that stands in your way. but it's not immovable. You have the power, the strength, the ability to make the impossible possible. The road ahead won't be easy, but nothing worth having ever is. You're going to fall, you're going to fail, but that's not the end. That's just the beginning. If you're willing to get up, to keep moving, to keep believing in yourself, even when no one else does, you'll find that the impossible isn't so impossible after all.